Go screw!
Exactly. That should do it. 5 pieces.
Home gym.
Make it a home gym. There we go. It's grand. All right, we got 2 more to go. Oh, my hand right down to you right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm tired of lifting. Yeah. Got it. DDT sideways. Hell yeah. Hey, that was the smoothest one yet. I paused this story to bring you the softest bedspread in the entire world. And the loudest bedspread, color-wise. Ready? Boom! Suddenly it looks like a 70s porn star bed. Now, some of you may be thinking, wow, Nick, you let Ariana pick out your bedspread. Now, granted, she was with me, and she voiced her opinion. However, I shot her down on many bedspread selections. I, however, wanted to go with something that you could never look at and ever be in a bad mood at. So, I figured leopard print is awesome. You can never look at that and be in a bad mood. You're having a dark day, look at that. It'll brighten it right up. And then this thing is just, it's white and it's bright and it's positive. I love it. But all that aside, you guys can make fun of me if you want. This is the softest bedspread I have ever laid in my life. I've always gotten like the Walmart bedspread or the Kohl's bedspreads. So I bought myself something nice this time around. Ho, ho, ho. I don't know what fabric this is. It's not silk, but it feels like silk. This feels exactly like silk, as do these sheets. It's insane. And then it's so light and billowy. See what we got here. This dropped from the roof too, and it went really well actually. There's just so much gym flooring down here. You can jump off the balcony and land on it. So this looks like a project that can begin tomorrow. With that said, let the games begin.
So I had the new Waka Flocka mixtape on blast. Actually, my phone was on shuffle now that I think about it. Not important. What is important is that this project was not that difficult, but because you're dealing with such heavy pieces of wood and because there was no humidity, it was a pain in the butt. So I began by lining up all 3 boards nice and evenly, tapping them into place with a hammer because they're too heavy to slide with your fingers. But you want to make sure the edges are nice and even. I then drilled the first 2 boards in together because I only had 1-inch wood screws, not long enough screws to drill through all 3 boards at once. I then flopped over the 3rd board and I drilled that one into the already 2 sealed together floorboards below it, after of course lining up the edges nicely. Now this is going to be staying flat on the ground, it's not going to be moving around, so that's not really a big deal. It'll be plenty sturdy. But I made sure I got it really good. Alright. So, what we got going on here, I secured the 3rd and final board, so we got a big solid chunk of wood going on here. Now I guess I will secure the mat and then haul it on over. Okay, so all wood this size has a natural little bow to it, one way or the other. And the way I secured the board, the bow it's basically like this, it was acting like a bowl. So I flipped it over, that way, you know, it has that pressure going upward, the barbell can help push it downward and it'll absorb the blow even better. And it won't be lifting off the grounds on the edges. And I also realized that this side of the board is much like rougher and stuff anyway. So better off having the smooth part of the board face down, put the mats over the rough part. Out of the whole entire board, I put 2 more screws, since all the screws are going this way, the points are coming this way. I put 2 screws, 2 screws, 2 screws going in this way, so now you have screws going in both directions for extra security Not that it really matters, because this board isn't going to get moved around or go anywhere. But we just want to be able to absorb the impact of the weight. So I also found, you really can't see it. It's right there. Very tip of a screw. I found that, this one and one other one, that's it. So I just took the hammer and just flattened it real quick. That's the only one I saw, but it doesn't even matter because the mat's gonna go over it anyway. All right, we got the first of the mat down. I put one nail with an actual head on it to kind of help hold the mat down, because this is kind of soft, so with some wear and tear, if you just put a finisher nail down, the mat could potentially rip around the nail and lift right off with the nail still in the wood. So I put one with the head on to hold it down as an anchor. And these are pretty cool in case you don't know. So we have like two edges there, and we don't need an edge there. Obviously we want the puzzle pieces there. So all you gotta do is just take off the edge and voila. And if you need to, you can put that edge back on too, so it's pretty cool. Let me show you guys what I'm doing nail-wise over here. So once I have it on, like I said, big anchor nails in the corners so they don't lift up, because that's where the wear and tear will come from, the corners. Well, smaller nails periodically in just different areas. And then I'll put the smaller nails one in each end of the trim too, because again, we don't want these puzzle pieces popping up on us, so just wanted to keep it down. I do that with all of them so they don't start lifting up and they stay interlocked. All right, man, it's done. Certainly not pretty. Down the line, when I care to, I'll get some nice like stained wood, thin stained wood, and add like a trim around here so you don't see the layers of this anymore. So it's like a nice, pretty looking frame around it. And stuff like that. I could even like get some black touch up and cover up the nails or whatever, but for right now, it'll get the job done. I don't really care too much about what it looks like. So yeah, now the hard part. Clearing all this, moving the weights over, and hauling it over there. I can't tell you this is exactly where it will be. This is what I had in my head. However, the squat floor, which will be a different design, same look, it'll be these mats, these are those boards, but it'll be different. The squat floor is going to be over here. Squat rack will be here, the floor will come out to here. So I very well may actually slide this over and connect it to the squat floor. You know, at least dry fit it next to the floor. And then that would leave us all this room for whatever. Couch, TV, game system, who knows. So, it'd be cool. Alright, test drive time. Forgive me for the angle, guys. This is not my regular camera, so it's a little funky. But, we got it going, so let's get test it out. It's real soft. It's just so soft. I like it. So for now, that's storage, and then the next project we embark on, not right now, the squat rack flooring, the power rack for benching, squatting, and overhead pressing. It'll work out quite nicely, I believe. Knock on wood. It's an old microwave. So it's coming along, making progress, making gains. Well, check out what I just finished. Yeah, the home gym downstairs. So I'll take you guys downstairs and show you that real fast right now. Whew.
Don't forget the gloriously hung television.
Yeah, Justin the Evil Genius I was over here hanging the television and getting the internet all set up. And speaking of internet, some of you have placed orders as far back as like July 30th that I still have not done because all my clothing has been in boxes up until now, and I haven't had internet here. So we finally got the clothing line all unboxed and set up, what's left of it anyway, and internet is getting taken care of today. So I'll be able to get those orders out to you. I apologize for the delay. Thank you for your patience. So anyway, you walk in here and we have the clothing line set up. At least for right now, that's a good way to have it until we figure out something more clever to do with it. You have your deadlift mat. You already saw me making this. Pretty legit. Then you have your power rack. Ooh. We got the weight tree right here. Good 7-foot power rack. For now, we just put the NWB banner up just because I needed something to cover up the wall and make it feel like a gym. It was very unmotivating just looking at white walls because you feel like you're in a finished living room and you just want to lay down on the couch. So we put this up for now. I will get mirrors, but you don't really want mirrors in front of a squat rack. The bodybuilder in me wants that, but as a powerlifter, you really don't want to look into a mirror when you're deadlifting or squatting for the sake of keeping your neck neutral. But yeah, we're good to go. So I got a few more things to bring over. I have a dumbbell rack I'm going to bring over here. Obviously a rack for the curl bar and all that. But we got the main basics. I have a bench coming. We're good to go. And you can even shoulder press. I tested it. You can actually fit shoulder pressing right in here. Just stay up close to this thing. Your bar path should be straight anyway, and it's not an issue. And actually for me alone, because of my height, it works out where this is just tall enough for me to shoulder press inside of.
I got free weight dumbbells too at my parents' house.
You bring them over. I got all up to 40, 20 to 40, and then it jumps to 80s, and that's all I have.
I got 45 and 50.
Perfect. 2 more intervals. So this is it right here. The flooring for the squat rack is simply 2 8x4 pieces of plywood sealed together. We have it framed together, and obviously matting has been put on it. So we're good to go. So that is the home gym thus far. Still got more to go to it, but this is the basics. This is all you need anyway for power training. You got the squat rack. You can do everything from bench pressing to squatting to shoulder pressing, you name it. You can do it all in this power rack. And then we have a deadlift station. So, I mean, what else do you really need? And that is the update on the home gym. The basement is pretty much good to go for right now. Humble beginnings anyway.